Hello guys and welcome back to another Xgo video. Today we are playing with the M4A1. So this is a different version of the M4, different. It's essentially a M4A1 but full auto, which is going to be pretty interesting. Instead of the burstiness the M4 normal edition is known for, it would rather have rather not burstiness, I guess. It would be more consistent with its DPS, but also lower in its overall effectiveness at killing people because of simply automatic fire being automatic fire, and I think that automatic fire being the thing it is. But there we go, we just killed someone. Teammate confirmed my kill. Sweet. Alright. I'm just gonna break every single window in this Italian town. You see, it's a similar punchiness to an M4. I would say it has a bit less of a punchiness actually, but yeah, overall pretty nice. Yep, I killed another one. Yeah, so this thing does have the punchiness of an M4A1. It just is fully auto, so you feel like it has a bit less of the DPS damage due to it being fully auto. Oh, just ran around with it and got shot in the back of the head by M14. Of course, the M14 was never good and never shall be good. This is one of the guns where, like, it's not like I don't know what you're for. It's more like I know what you're for. I'm just not good. I'm just like not really into it. Like the M4A1 is just a standard assault rifle. Even though it's not classified as an assault rifle, you use it as an assault rifle because it is an assault rifle. It's not classified as one, but someone wouldn't classify him as drunk. But this is most definitely an assault rifle. You would most definitely use it as one. Oh, there's probably a sniper there. Yep, there will kill him. Yeah, so that does have the punch of an M4A1 that I would expect from an M4A1. Of course, we're now deep behind enemy spawn. Oh, there will double clap. Damn, that was a pretty impressive kill nonetheless, which really just shows how powerful this gun is at close ranges. It's just simply unparalleled to any other gun possible, which is a good thing because it is really suited for not only close range but also long range as well. It's like a perfectly balanced gun, likely more balanced than the M4A1 because most people will be used to full auto fire instead of semi-auto fire. Yeah. Where's the enemy? Hello, dear. Yeah, it also has a quite large magazine for its size. I didn't kill him. Right, that's fine. I didn't kill him, he was on 4 health. Oh, there was his first kill. Sweet. Yeah, like, not once have I needed to pull out my G18 for close range combat, which is a really good sign for a gun. Because if I pull out my G18, that likely means that it can't provide in like a high fire rate, high ammo usage, short range scenario, which you might as well just be in. Because that situation is more, even though it's oddly specific, it's also more common than you expect. Like obviously I got killed there because of the accuracy and the fact that I do not have optics, any optics like a Z point. But its default iron sights are pretty good if you're not operating in the dark. If you're operating in a sunny environment, they would be pretty good. But currently, for what it is, which is literal iron sights and nothing else, it's pretty crappy. Especially in dark areas. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting new optics for this because the iron sights just really aren't great. They weren't great and they never will be great. They're just standard iron sights. Oh, first time new pull G18. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I did like go ham on fire, so yeah. Do I get optics? Carry handle iron sights. Okay, that may be actually better. Well, let me check. No, not really. It just removes the carry handle, which apparently does something. I can't break in there. Yeah. Pretty nice. Yep. Short range performance is epic. Oh, he had a sniper. He had a sniper. When a man has a sniper, you do not duel him to a long-range duel. When the human has sniper, you do not duel them to a long-range duel. This is where I died. Oh, and that's not a that is a sniper, I think. I don't know. All I know is it's powerful and I can deal with this. But not like in like the M4 is a bad kind of way. It's more like he has way too much he has like way too much like he's way too good at this game to like be able to be dealt with efficiently. Of course I am in a corner position. Oh dear. Okay. That was pretty insane. I think I'm clear to advance. Yes, I can advance. No problem. No, some problem. Very much problem. Well, you know what? You win some, you lose some. But my KDR is definitely looking good with the M18. So I would guess that that's a pretty good way to describe it. My KDR is looking pretty nice. Oh yeah, and also Z-point optics finally. Finally got the Z-point. See, even with a pinned down like scenario, it's quite easy to defend, to operate defensives with this thing. Feels like it's high power shots. Just simply make it unchallenged for any user of this gun. Of course, an MP7 can always kill you. This gun is just unequivocally powered. It's just simply like accurate and powerful as well. Like that's a very rare combination. They only see on some guns like the Scar L, the M4A1. But I don't think any of them like. I think like the Scar L may do more damage, but I'm not sure about like actual performance terms. Because like this gun is also pretty nice to use. Someone's seen us, which is no good sign. Oops, here they are. They fail, and I get killed by another person. Cool. Right, but my KDR is a 1.85, which is a very impressive number nonetheless, especially in Flying Forces when you're using a gun with no attachments, which just simply states how good this gun is. I think that perfectly describes how good this gun is. Like, if you can aim, it's pretty good, and if you stop aiming and your brain dies, it's not like the M60 where you can just spray the enemy down and pray. It's like you actually need to put effort into this, which isn't like that bad because like you also don't need effort into this. You just need like some kind of aim and some kind of idea of where the enemy is. You don't like just spray him down like the M60. HNK sides. Okay, that sucks. Yeah. What else is there to say? Oh, I guess I should just play with this some more, right? Let me get a laser or two. Most definitely do not use the iron sights though. The iron sights suck. The iron sights, although palatable, suck. Yep, and well, I got killed again. By M107 using it as Z.0, damn. That guy is going intense mode right there. Oh, that window has been broken yet. Have you been broken? Yeah, you have been broken. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's enemies here. Yeah, we're gonna deal. I'm gonna attempt to deal with them. That's a frag. That is a frag. Oh, he found me. But he has RPK-12 and he died. Yep. Of course, like people with higher power weapons or just like they're better at the game than you. Like you can't just magically win. Like definitely, like I can't win against that guy because he's like probably very like experienced on that gun. But some people I can win against this, and this gun I think he can dogfight with most of the big boy guns out there, like the MP7, the M60, the HK-21. You can like dogfight, like he can hold its own ground, like considering that's a rank 0 weapon, which is really impressive and something to say about this gun. Anyways, we got a camel case. We won that match. How many more kills till we get a laser? Ooh, so I'm gonna stick grenade. Wait, really? They added more oh yeah. Oh, I think that makes sense actually. You can roll a stick grenade. Optics. I can add a flashlight, which would have helped me a lot. Oh, I already have the laser. Sweet. We're doing wherever this map was called. Yeah, now I have a flashlight. This feels a lot better. Like even though I know people can see me more, also I have a lot more visual optics capabilities. Again, let's try this gun with a different strategy. Camping. Of course, camping is a real strategy. Because that's what people do, camp. Like, have you ever seen a real army where they don't camp? Exactly. Let's see, I just say we wait for the enemy to up, and they already found me before I found them. Whatever. I rank 122, I expect that guy to be playing on 1 million DPI. Yeah, he's playing on definitely 1 million DPI. And also his gun is like highly modded. There's all of the like all of the gun modifications. Oh, I really craved that guy out. I re-spooked that guy. You see, like this gun can hold its own. Like probably if it had a better wielder than me, it probably could hold its own against anything. But like for now, no one said it can't hold its own against stuff. Like most definitely, its warbang performance is quite low, and its performance is also quite okay, decent. Before rank 0 gun, I think this is a perfect gun to start off with because like you can use it through until like you're very like seasoned player without worrying about you outgrowing the gun because the gun is like very good. There's no concern need of outgrowing it because there's no real fear of outgrowing it unless you get shot in the back of the head by an enemy you didn't ever see. Oh, 5 down. Yep. Yeah, so basically, this gun's pretty good. Let's deploy again. I feel like the enemy team is a bit more cracked than I am. Right now I should be safe here. As a frag flies into the room. Yeah, I'm pretty safe here. I'm switching to semi-auto mode. It does have burst mode, so there's only have semi-auto. I think semi-auto would be more suited for just like simple like defensives. Like I don't think semi-auto mode really has a purpose to exist in this gun when the automatic mode is so accurate that you really don't need a semi-auto mode to rain hell down. Why is another team deploying? You can definitely do spray and pray with this gun. I have no doubts that you can't do spray and pray. It's more would you do spray and pray. This gun doesn't really make sense to do spray and pray because you're so accurate. Yep. Of course, we have pre-aimed guns at the single entrance of, and you have no clue where the enemy is, you still die. Yeah, but your accuracy would go up by a lot. Of course, you can still not fight someone who has simply more aim than you, better aim than you. You can do whatever to attempt to outdo them, but you're not succeeding, I'm telling you. You're not gonna succeed. Of course, I think this gun would be more suited for open maps than this kind of very close combat, close map, close quarters battle situation, where there's not a lot of like trapped zones where you can like slowly duel it out long range with the enemy. Because like this would be a perfect situation for an M60 where it deals a lot of damage and can like continuously fire, but not for the M4A1 where it can't really continuously fire at all, and it's just simply very usually like low on ammo. Of course, also I can lay down accurate killing fire. What's this thing? So there's no real downside to it. Yeah, like you see, I just killed that guy from distance with accurate fire, even though he got hits on me way earlier than before I got hits on him. Which is really just a manifestation of this gun, where you get where you're the underdog. Of course, that was a pretty slick move by the enemy team to just jump into the point and take it. I'm not sure if they expected that to be that easy. Assist counts kill, pretty nice. Either bad. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Very bad. Very bad. Okay, cool. That was a very poorly planned assault. Expect enemies to come out of that door. Oh, freaking hell. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there I died. But no one's out of fight. It was like, this gun can definitely hold its own against way more powerful guns. It's just that I can't hold too much against it. It can't hold too much against it. So like, it definitely like falls apart when you need to fight higher players and like was armed with more powerful and more DPS per second guns. But it just like it can hold its own if you give it a chance and don't look at it with a hatred. It can hold its own, but unfortunately, it's just not. Unfortunately, it's capped by its DPS. That's just what's capped by its DPS. If it had higher DPS, then that would make a godlike gun like the M60A3. I should test that gun out one day. But yeah, it just simply doesn't make a lot of sense to use this gun when such low DPS, but also makes tons of sense to use this gun because of its like it's like relatively low, but like high enough to be competitive. DPS where like sometimes where it's the only thing holding it back, even though like it's not really being held back by anything. If I were to say it was being held back, I'd say definitely by the DPS. It is being held back by the DPS and just simply how much damage it does. Now where obviously things improve is the magazine. You have 30 standard rounds. You have 30 standard rounds, which is pretty good. And they're pretty powerful, pretty accurate. Yeah. Point. Are you being occupied right now? No, alright. Bombard it, please. Yes, you are. Alright. Blue team's completely cracked. Even though we're still somehow winning. Blue team is somehow completely cracked also. Yeah, this would be a perfect map for the M60 though. The M60, it does like way more damage per second and it's like just way more powerful in every single way possible. Like one of the things about this map is that it doesn't really make sense to use a gun that can't wallbang much and doesn't do much damage because like you find an enemy around every corner, so you're gonna need to like have like follow a squad mate or something to like secure flanks while you advance. Because it's just a simple fact that you're not going to be able to fight off enemies very efficiently if you do not have the correct if you don't have enough people to. Now obviously you can see that assault attempt was a fail. So the M6A1, it is I mean the M4, just the M4, no A1. Just the M4. It's just what Sherman was in real life. Just like what the M4 tank was, the Sherman. It's an all-around gun with not really a lot of things that can go wrong with it. With not a lot of things that's wrong with it, but it could benefit from a more higher damage. That's basically what I have for this gun. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.